Good evening. It's Monday, it's March 11th, 2024 at 6 p.m. This is the meeting of the Board of Health. Can I get a roll call, please?
Gavin Byers. James Bookwear.
And Chris Novosela. I don't believe we have any additions or deletions.
I got an addition.
Oh, you do? Go ahead.
I'd like to put an addition on for Paul Sweeney over on Main Street because he has a bunch of state children that they look after.
Paul Serene.
I think
Paul Serene.
Paul Serene. I got the name wrong. Things happen. I'd like to add that to this for discussion.
Okay. Okay. Paul Serene. I don't know who that is or what he
That's
is.
okay. I'll explain to you who he is. We'll go for 1.6.
Yeah, we'll do that at 1.6.
Okay, we do not have any subject permits for review. We do not have a housing update, so you can.
Yes, so basically we are going to go to 1.5, which is an executive session. Dave, you are going to have to stop the recording.
Need a motion.
As soon as you take the vote and say you're in.
Yeah, I'm just
I'll shut it.
filling you out, and you'll have to wait outside also.
Yeah.
Can we get a vote to,
A motion.
a motion, please?
You want that, Gavin?
Sure, I'll make a motion to start the executive session 1.5 and appointments and hearings.
I second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay, there we are. Okay,
I'll make a motion to adjourn our meeting.
Second.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, let's go. So we're gonna talk about Paul somebody or
Oh,
other.
Serene. Serene, that's how it is. Anyway, years ago on Old City Road, we had a situation where a family had 7 children. And there wasn't enough accommodation for their trash weekly, so we had to make an exception to the rule. Now we got one of these situations going because Paul and his wife take on disabled, handicapped children for the state. And he is having too much trash all the time. He spoke with me and I said I would bring it in front of the board. It came in front once already. He didn't understand the reason. So I'm asking the board to consider that, to give him an extra barrel for his recycling. And I think he's got 6 kids there now that are all children. They're not, probably 2 of them might be going to school.
Yeah.
And they're disabled children.
Yep, I
Plus
understand.
babies.
Pardon me?
Plus babies.
Plus babies. So, to give the opportunity to assist them with their recycling and a little bit of trash, I
Well,
think.
recycling is unlimited, so that is not.
This is true, we gotta go for that extra trash.
Well, I think we've discussed that already.
You have discussed it with the
Yes.
2-person board, and I just
Yes,
gave you a
and-
third opinion.
Yes, okay. So we can go back into discussion. Gavin?
Refresh me on where we were last time. Who came in to?
That would be the guy. This guy, Paul.
He
Yeah,
came
Paul
in,
Serene.
He come in, he sat there. We
Yeah.
talked to him and
just asked for more.
he asked for, he actually asked for purple trash bags. I think did he want free trash bags? Yeah. I think so. And, I believe that what we came up with was, we feel bad for him, but we know how much money basically he gets from the state to actually take care of those children. He can afford to buy purple trash bags.
Okay, if you're gonna look at it in that respect, I guess it's a lost cause.
Yes,
Because I'm looking at the convenience, because they're actually doing this, and the money that they're receiving is not enough to subsidize the work they go through. I will bear to witness that.
yeah.
So I think
I get that, but
you should reconsider this a little bit. This isn't something that's gonna be town-wide if nobody else has got a multitude of state kids or whatever foster children.
Mhm,
But for this one situation, I think it would only be appropriate for this board
mhm.
to grant him the extra trash barrel.
Okay,
You'd have to make a regulation.
yeah,
You could have a regulation that's very specific if people have foster children that are under the age of X amount to X amount. But you have to have a regulation because if you just open this up and the precedence is going to be.
yeah, you'd be giving everybody free trash.
Can't do that for everybody, a situation where it's
So
something from the
we
state.
can't just,
You want to table it and discuss this further at the next meeting?
I would like to table it and to discuss it after the trash contract. Because I have to see how much money the trash is gonna be, which apparently is going to be a substantial raise that if the town can actually afford a trash contract.
All right, so we can put her on hold until after the trash contract.
That would be,
Okay, I'll go along with that. What do you
I
think?
feel that that's kind of where I was leaning,
no,
especially if it's gonna cost residents more money
Mm.
from the get-go, and, or we're gonna have to change to a purpose bin. That's additional money out of everybody's pocket. The precedent, I'm not crazy about that precedent either.
Okay, I'm doing what I said to the gentleman I do, he's a taxpayer, and I've done my,
I think we looked at some possible grants or some other things that we could do, point them in the direction of some other help outside of that, but I think personally, I feel like we're in a tight spot on that because of the precedent it sets.
okay. So I had to bring it up, I wanted to make sure that the
I
board
appreciate
heard
that.
it.
Okay, so that's the end of our hearings and appointments. We will go to 1.6 in the work session is the curb trash recycling contract.
I have nothing firm. I have reached out. Glenn is looking very seriously at his numbers. Initial numbers that he was giving the town were just really a lot higher than I think you would even want to entertain. I've reached out to Wind Waste. I've reached out to E.L. Harvey, and I am in the process of reaching out to Waste Management. I reached out to Republic Services twice, and I didn't have success with customer service, so I don't see the point in trying a third time.
I think our contract not only will be going up, and we will be charged to buy the barrels, we are going to be paying tipping fees from now on.
I don't think you're gonna get a contract that is a set
Which means
price.
that our cost is gonna change month to month. It's probably gonna be a lot more expensive than what we've ever had.
And the companies that I have reached out to talk to said that they could not even give a quote unless there was totes, because the way of the world is now the arms with the trucks. So it saves them on personnel, and it's very hard to get help these days for people to do that type of work, or any type of work for that matter these days. So any bid that you will receive will include toters for trash and recycling.
That's the way it goes, but we gotta get some more quotes.
It's interesting to me that the idea of the trash contract going up so high when it becomes more affordable for them because they lose an employee that they don't have to pay, and we're purchasing the totes to enable them to save that 40 or 50 grand. Yet the trash contract is going up that much higher. It's just kind of craziness.
I don't know. The only thing we can do is get quotes from someone else just to see what's out there. We don't have a choice. You know, I mean, with the tipping weights that we're gonna have to, and if you look at our tonnage over the years, I don't know how much it is a ton. But I mean, if we're looking at, I don't know, how many tons did we figure we do roughly? Kyle, do you have any idea? Like, just off the top of your head, like,
2,200 tons
what, a month?
a year.
Okay, times, I don't know, $10 a ton? It's a lot of money.
I'm sitting here with a smirk on
Yeah.
my face
Yes.
because prior to you being members of this board,
Yes,
my efforts, had we done this years ago,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have this problem today. If we already have all our totes, everything would have been totally different. But nobody wanted to
the
listen.
totes are the minor part of it, Jim.
Oh, no, they're a major part
They're a
because
minor part of it, because you know why? You're still paying the tipping fees.
we wouldn't have the burden of all the price increases that we have
Then it's
now.
only for 1 year.
Only
it
for
should-
1 year.
Why? If we own the totes, we're only paying them for 1 year. We're not paying every year for them. They're not rentals.
No, they should belong to the town.
That's correct. So we're paying for them 1 year.
Why have we gotta pay for them in 1 year? Why can't that be spread over a period of years?
We
Well,
probably,
we
can.
don't
We don't know what's
we
going,
don't know
but I'm
what
just
they
looking
get
at it
proposed
as,
on.
if we buy them outright this year, because I don't know what they cost. I have no idea.
I haven't done
Yeah.
any research on it myself.
I have no idea what
Several
they
years ago.
cost. But either way, whether we pay for them over 3 years or we pay for them over 1 year, then the cost of the contract should drop considerably, right? In the following 4th year. Is that correct?
Previous contracts that were discussed with Shaw and prior to Shaw's coming on
Yeah.
years ago, when we had all the contractors, one time with closed bids, okay? Everything was very different than it is today.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the tipping fees are. I haven't been attuned with any of that. I haven't done any research on it. So right now I'm kind of have to be speechless because I can't talk about something I don't know about.
No idea. No idea what they are.
At $75 a piece for 3,500 of them,
Hmm.
it's $262,000.
Yeah, so that was.
And that's what we figured out before, it was about $250,000 to have the totes.
And that's one of the reasons
But
why we haven't had them.
But Shaw's
Because
is
we
not
don't-
gonna
this
give you
town
a
has-
quote without totes.
All the
That's the
previous
thing.
years, we were gonna spread those fees
They're
out
not
over
even gonna do
3-year contracts.
Yeah.
So we can't,
Yeah,
we don't
So it
have
wasn't
enough.
such an out.
And so did the other vendors
you
said,
know, we'll have
we just
to
don't offer that
see what
service.
comes in for quotes
Have to
and
buy the
talk
totes.
to Shaw's when they come in and just find out exactly what we
All we
got.
gotta do is the homework.
No, that's why we're getting more than a bit.
I met with the finance committee,
Yeah.
on Saturday and the board of selectmen, and they were looking at an $800,000 contract. We're currently at $755. I recommended that Eric recommended that it would more likely be $825 to $850. I didn't see a lot of hesitation in the room. It wasn't unexpected.
Hmm.
So
Well, that's a good thing.
I don't play poker though, so I don't know
Yeah.
poker faces.
Yeah, I don't either.
I didn't have any comments. There was one comment, how many years are you looking at the contract you have? And we always go for 3 years. If you go for more than 3 years, you're gonna have to go to a town vote.
Hmm.
So,
And I
All right, let's move to questions.
Okay, so that would be it. We got Weston and Sampson's, landfill engineering contract.
it's actually, you all have an original. I would like you to sign it so we can each have an original. I'd like to keep one copy in our office, one copy in the town clerk's office, and one copy in the selectman's office, or maybe the accounting office. But it's great here, Jim.
That's it. Trying to get it all put away.
So-
Why do I have Gavin's thing?
You have performance reviews, just to,
Oh, am I doing Gavin's or?
nope, Gavin did mine, but
Okay.
we'll get to that.
Oh, all right, I'm looking, I know I filled one out. Did you ever get that?
I did not.
It didn't come in, huh?
So,
Ah, God.
we'll talk to Don in a minute.
Yeah, okay, back to the contract. I'm sorry, guys.
So the contract, as you can see, is going on a little bit. It is contract driven.
Hmm.
Again, the finance committee and the selectmen did not have any questions on it. I also, and I did send you all this ridiculously long fall monitoring report.
Yes.
I didn't see anything out of the norm for it, a little bit higher magnesium than usual, but nothing that was unreal. If you would like to take a look at it, you can certainly do so in here, but some of the things get really small. So
Yeah.
it might be easier for you to go online and read it on your computer, but I did want to print it out just in case someone wanted to.
So I actually read everything that you sent on all the charts and all that stuff.
Really?
I read every single word of it.
Oh,
A
good.
lot of it didn't make sense because I'm not a scientist, but I got the gist of it, I think.
Linda Tarantino was great with that, right, Jim?
Excellent, excellent. She was a sharp one all the time.
And this is, contract is written by our legal, I assume?
Well, actually, legal has not reviewed it now.
How come my name's not even on this?
Oh my gosh, look at them. Oh, boy. Oh, I didn't even look at this. Yeah, you guys can sign this. That's
I
that's
can.
very, that's
No, it's
very
not
old.
right.
Oh,
No,
My
it's,
name's not even
I
on
just
it.
printed out, I apologize.
Oh, wow.
Wendy, you're
Yes,
awesome. I
yeah.
can't believe that name.
Wayne and, yes, okay. Okay, so what I will actually do is I will forward this to Eric and Adam
Yeah,
tomorrow, let them
Just-
know that it's
just
coming,
change
let
the-
them know
change up
Weston
that
and Sampson has
Wow.
some very outdated
you know,
information.
me and Linda, oh my goodness.
Yes. Yes,
Yes, she, your girl.
yeah. Don't, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
Dude, you have a whoops.
Yes, yeah, so that actually, you have to have this approved by legal first. and-
So, if we could at least put in the minutes that you're okay with me, forwarding it over to Eric and Legal.
Yes.
Weston and Sampson.
Yeah. Do we need to vote on it?
Okay, too, please.
Okay, can we get a motion to have this document sent to legal for approval?
Make a motion that we have the contract for the maintenance of the recycling center. Let me see this thing, I'm sorry.
I think you have one.
Make a motion for the, agreement between the environmental monitoring and the reporting by, and between the, I said that wrong, agreement for environmental monitoring and reporting by and between the town of Townsend, Weston and Sampson Engineers Incorporated.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay, Kyle, you take care of that, just remember to
Yes.
change the back page. Okay, what is this here? Was this minutes? I was not there. December 11th, oh yeah, that's when I had my surgery.
Well, we're actually on invoices right now.
Yeah,
Okay. So you have your monthly bill for Shaw's.
yep,
You have your monthly bill for Unitil, and you have Tough Stuff Recycling, 3 invoices that apparently were going to an old accountant. So it took us some figuring out where exactly invoices went, but we have fixed that, and we do them, owe them $2,500, so.
Was I here on that date, Carl?
Turn it over. And you were absent.
Okay, I was absent.
Yep.
Okay, I thought so.
Sure.
And this is already checked off, Carl?
It is. So this is for Paul. I'm not allowed to do an employee evaluation for him as I'm related to him. So Sean Pearson is actually his direct supervisor, so he does it. This is more an informal.
Yeah.
They've already been submitted to the town administrator, but I thought that it was good for you to see how the employees were doing.
Oh, okay. So I just gotta review it. No signature,
No
no.
signatures needed.
Okay.
It's just for your comment, any information that you'd like to
Yeah,
add.
that's the way it is, that's the way it is.
boy, I just would have loved to have seen the tipping rates of this. But they're not allowed.
No, but they will be.
That's what scares me.
Now we're doing your evaluation right here, right now?
Well, that is Gavin's. I did not receive anything from you, Jim, and I have not gotten anything from Chris. If you like, I can send it to you again, or I can print it out, go into my office when we're done. Or you
Yeah,
could
print
just
it out
take,
for me, you know, I'll do it that way.
okay.
And I couldn't get those checks to work,
Yeah, so you couldn't get them to work either?
no,
I just,
but I filled that out.
oh,
I
thank
want
you.
that.
Okay, excellent.
I'm trying to figure out how, because we had been over this, and I don't remember if it was the email or this one. Oh, no, that's not it. That's February. Well, obviously, I don't know where it went, but me and Angie, she pulled everything up for me and printed it out, and I filled it out. Like, I can get that to work, and then a printer died. Yeah. So basically, I need to just probably take a picture of it, because I have it at home.
It's okay, I'll take a picture. Did you look at your minutes?
I wasn't there.
Okay. Either one of them? I think you were at one of them. Jim wasn't at one and you weren't at another. So you
That's Gavin?
That was Gavin's that doesn't have the check marks, but here are the check marks if we wanted to see what Gavin had
No,
said.
this is just the 11th.
Yep, isn't it one in there? Okay. Okay, see, Jim was absent. You were here. I was on the phone.
Oh, that's right, yeah,
Yes.
okay. I was looking at the wrong side, but thanks for that. Gotcha. I do need to, or you can, if you like, have a chat with, Jim Smith. How he's pushing the, stuff back. You know, all the yard waste back. The whole pile needs to be pushed to the end. Like, remember how we used to have the 3 different piles?
I do.
This one's gotta be pushed to the end, otherwise we're gonna be,
Okay, especially before spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
yeah, we have to get that done.
I also saw all the glass and I sent a note to the guys
Yeah,
today
I
saying
saw that.
it's
That's gotta be cleaned up.
It does.
I won't be there until afternoon Saturday because I have to get my taxes done.
Okay. Sign those.
Yeah, okay.
Those are minutes.
Yeah, this one I wasn't at, so. Can't wait to do that one instead these days. Signed by the, oh, this is Unitil. Wow, what a difference in use in February. You know what I'm thinking that goes to is the, temperature.
Mhm.
Because the heater wasn't running, so maybe that's the electric difference on that one. What is this? Oh, rough stuff. Okay,
I mean, you're looking at almost a year's worth.
yeah, that's right, they have it billed us because they've sent it the wrong day.
They were sending it to a treasurer that we had like a year and a half ago. And it wasn't coming back undeliverable,
Okay,
so.
all right. Gavin doesn't think a lot about you, apparently?
No. Didn't you see the one?
No, I've seen it already,
Okay.
Cal, I'm joking with you
Okay.
because the X is on.
I know.
I've already read his.
Okay.
I've already read his.
Okay.
And I've actually already read these guys too. Because
Okay.
I didn't do one yet.
Huh?
I didn't do one yet.
I haven't either. I actually did. We've been through this. We were on the phone trying to get it to me so that I could, I guess, copy it and then take a picture of it and send it back to her. And Angie told me that she could get it on the computer and then our printer thing died or something, so I couldn't scan it back. And I'll take a picture of it. I'll bring it in tomorrow. Just bring it in. It'd be so much easier. You gotta get Jim a copy of one.
Yes. That's better.
Yeah. So you guys take a look at these. You guys all happy with those?
Mhm.
Satisfied? Good, okay. So, you're all set with these, okay? Job performances and future agenda items. We almost had the tobacco regulations thing. Almost. And then we didn't. But it will be, it'll come back. As far as increasing fees, we gotta get on that. We really need to get on that. Is that
Well,
something?
it's annual, so nothing's due until June, so that's why I'm not stressing about it
Oh,
so much,
okay.
because
Yeah, recycle something.
you really don't, the hauler regulations are gonna be due July 1st, and that was the one thing that you were looking at, so if you were gonna increase that, it wouldn't be effective until June, so.
Okay,
Rick Metcalf going to get back to us, put the other fees out to other towns.
He did, and there wasn't much else. So what we had on there was the only thing that he suggested that we change is single component septics, $50, and complete upgrade, $75. So if it was just a B-box or a tank, it would be $50. If it was a complete upgrade, it would be $75. Because they're all the same right now.
Okay.
And let's face it, the difference between a D-box and a complete upgrade is an extraordinarily much money. You already had raised the food permits.
Tobacco.
You've raised the tobacco permits for the last 3 years, so you've been raising your revenue. You're very good. Unfortunately, you don't, there's not a lot of,
we're not big money
You're not-
fundraisers.
yeah,
Yeah,
excuse me.
okay. So what are we waiting for? Are we waiting for Rick to tell us about that, or is that something we can do now? Or do we need a public hearing for that?
Well, it's been on the agenda, so you
No.
can just decide when you want to. And then when it's changed, we just put a notice in that the fee schedule was updated.
Okay, so we don't need a public hearing for that.
It just needs to be on the agenda.
Okay, why don't we put it on for the next meeting then? Let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
Just one more thing we don't have to deal with later. Recycle center entrance update?
That was the gate.
Yeah.
You guys wanted to talk about doing something big and fancy.
Then you're going to research
Yeah.
sliding gate.
Yes, I haven't got that far yet.
With all the time you had off of your shoulder, you were supposed to do that.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Remember that?
Yeah, I'll get there, don't worry.
There was a lot of hockey games in between.
There's one on tonight at 7, so we're gonna have to hurry. All right, so I'll look into the gating and townwide cleanup. Now, usually they come in with something for us, like they want T-shirts or,
Right, we do have some T-shirts that are left over. We do have a lot of green bags that are left over.
okay,
So I recommend grabbing the T-shirts that we have that were left over from a few years ago. They're bright orange. I think
Yeah.
they're better than the green, so you can see the people on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Volunteer, Townsend Townwide Cleanup Volunteer.
Yeah.
Then there's not a year on it. So
Right.
then they can use it every time. If they want to go out on their own and clean trash on the side of the road and put that on, all the better for them. I don't know if you want to,
I thought that's what their intent on that was, by not putting a date on it.
right,
Because we get the same volunteers every year,
right.
that they can wear the shirts again. Like I will wear mine to clean my room again.
We'll look at the grabbers. We've given out the grabbers.
Yep.
I'll see how much those are. Haven't set a date for it. Earth Day is on the 20th. Same time as the rabies clinic is also on the 20th.
Yep.
That's usually when we start it, is the week of the 20th to the 27th. I think we do it for 2 weeks and then Shaw's will pick them up. And then I'll have it, we'll have bags available at the library. We'll have them available here at the town hall in my office, and we'll have a map. So when people come in, they highlight what area they're going to be cleaning. So when people come in and say, I just like to clean an area, do you know where it needs to be done?
Yeah.
And you can say, well, this area has been taken care of.
There's an area that needs to be done on Edwards Road.
Yeah, but you have to have permission to get into that
That's
property,
correct.
and that's the problem that you have
That's
there.
correct. I know we've been trying.
I just can't even fathom that.
I don't know.
It's so beyond me.
There are hoarders in town. We know they're there.
Personal trash is very personal. When I had the grant and I had to drive around and open up people's trash bins and recycling bins, I had people throwing bottles at me. get out of my trash, what are you doing?
It's not their trash.
It's not their trash when
They
it
don't
goes on the
understand
side
that,
of
they feel
Their
that
trash goes on the truck.
they're,
It's their trash till it's on the side
they're
of the road.
very, very
And that
protective. They
becomes
feel like
its own
you're
town
invading
property.
privacy. What are you doing in there? Are you
Town
looking at my
property.
mail? Are you looking at
You
what
gotta
I'm
find out where the
buying?
town property is.
Very protective.
That's a touchy.
Five
touchy topic.
5 feet off the edge of the road.
Our contract actually says no, that's the property of Shaw's the minute it goes to the.
I got a boundary check that's only 2.5 feet off the road,
Really?
up at 13,
Yeah. Well,
all the way to the right if you look at my house, all the way to the left if you look at my house.
oh, that's just town, that's just, no, that's actually just a county highway. That's not really,
It's actually state subsidized.
but it's not a state highway.
No, it's state subsidized. Subsidized is the big word.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, it's a town road. All right, so, I guess as far as townwide cleanup and Earth Day, we should put on the next one, just so we can chat about it, and maybe we can get, the committee in, or one of them to come in and chat about it again.
Sure.
Would be nice.
That'd be great.
If they need something, we can help them with it.
Excellent.
I think that would be a good thing.
Is there the bazaar happening down on Earth Day?
Yes,
It is?
yeah, they're doing birthday at the,
High
high
school.
school,
High school.
yeah,
That's on the 20th?
Yes.
yep.
Anything else?
The ice cream factory opens on March 13th, Wednesday.
Excellent.
Yes, that is very good news for the town. Can I get a motion to close, please?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
there's a vote.